Alright guys, so since we moved to this property over 6 months ago now, I've been waiting to do this one task, and today I felt like it is the day to do it. So I got some items here in the trailer. We're gonna go over to the pond in our little off-grid zone. I got my paddleboard, I got my paddle, I got a fishing rod, no hook, just a weight. I got a pair of shears and a tape measure. So can you guess what we're going to be doing today? Let's get to it. Any reason to get this guy out, it's always a good reason in my book. I don't have a name for her yet, but I think the name that's coming to mind is Sheila. So maybe an odd name for a quad, but when I was in the UK, there was this insurance company and they did this advert on TV. I think it was Sheila's Wheels.
For ladies who enjoy their cars, Sheila's Wheels are superstars. Girls are...
And so for some reason, that's what's coming to mind here. So you've just been christened Sheila. My girl, let's go. Maybe she doesn't like this name. Alright. So the last owner of the property left me this trailer, and it has come in handy, that is for sure. So yeah, I'm a real big fan of this trailer and being able to just clip it on the back of the quad for yard work. It's very useful. Thank you very much. I appreciate it if you're watching this. I think I have a knife in here somewhere. Oh well, kind of counting on the fact that I thought I had a knife in here somewhere. And I do. Okay, so here we are on our off-grid zone. I got my paddleboard ready to go. So I don't know, it's hard to say, but I estimate it's maybe 50-60 foot across and a bit longer going this way. Supposedly a spring-fed pond. This whole area gets pretty waterlogged in the winter, and I see previous owners tried to do some form of drainage here, but one of the problems is in the winter the water is basically coming past these rocks, and so it's basically overflowing, so that doesn't really matter. But I'm really curious how deep this little pond is going to be, and of course that's what the fishing line is for, and the weight and the tape measure and the knife. I don't really fancy falling in here. You know, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I got my water shoes on, but if I had the choice, I'd rather remediate it first. I'm gonna get a nice aerator in here, some good plants to hopefully introduce some filtration and improve this watercolor a little bit. But I'm kind of excited to get on here and actually figure out how deep this is gonna be. All right, we've got the rod, we got my paddle. Let's just get this on the water. I was hoping to clear some of these branches, but I'm not going to get that with these little guys. I'm going to have to come back with the chainsaw. Okay, This is going to be a little awkward here, but we will manage. Okay. Oh, paddles down. Let's get that back. This guy's kind of cramping my style here. Let's see if I can get to here. Alright, and then of course I can get the fishing rod stuck on something even without having a fishing hook. So let's see if I can snap this with my arms. I'm a little bit precarious here. There we go. I'm going to trim all of you back because you should not be here. You have no right. So I'll come back with the chainsaw and we'll get some more of that. But that's good for now. Oh. Okay. Let's get my balance again here. Oh. Okay. So now I am on the pond, officially. Officially on the pond. I got my rod there. I'm gonna gently try and get my paddle. This guy's definitely killing my vibe, so just gonna get a few more bits of that off. And we're gonna use it to push away a little bit. Alrighty. We are cooking on gas. Cool. Feels good to be out in this pond now, because I've kind of wanted to be in this pond since I moved here. And I think this is going to be a really cool, special, peaceful area that's just going to be in harmony with nature, and it's going to be a nice place to chill. But this is kind of the moment of truth. I'm going to see if I can turn around a little here, and I think we're about in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is get my knife ready. Okay, knife's out. I'm ready to cut the line. Let's let this drop. Maybe let's let it drop here. And that dropped very, very quickly. So, okay. Feels like it's not that deep, and that's okay. Okay, so right now, that is how deep it is, so we're going to pull it up. Wow, not that deep, but I mean, we've lost a couple of feet in summer, that's for sure. So I'm going to cut that. That's my line to measure. So I'm going to stick that in my pocket, in fact. Okay, now we're going to put the knife away, because I don't need to have that out and fall in. Okay, now with that done, I might just see if I can use my shears to maybe clear away some of this stuff. Although, you know what, honestly, I'm thinking now, this is probably going to be easier to do from the shore. but let's see if there's any bits here that we can get done. Now, someone said there were fish in here, but I'm just not sure I believe that. I'm really not sure I believe that. Let's get this guy. Ah. All right, so we got our fishing line. Let's grab tape measure. I mean, I'm gonna estimate about 4 foot. Not particularly deep. Okay. You know, maybe a bit more. We're at there. Right. 4.5 foot. No, that's not too bad. We're at 4.5 foot. Comes up to about there on me. But this is mid-July, so it's got to be probably the lowest point that it will ever be. And yeah, so I mean, the fact it comes right up to here, let's see how much extra that is from the point that it's at. It rises at least another 3 foot. So 4.5 min to about 7.5 in the winter. So that's what we're working with here.